Hey everyone, I'm Scott Stokely and I'm here with Wolf. And Wolf has been playing disc golf in New Zealand since
1977.
1977. Tell me, what were the baskets like back in 1977?
There wasn't any.
There weren't.
Kick off, yeah.
When did the first baskets go in?
Yeah, it would have been mid 80s probably.
Right, not till the mid 80s. But you played, and you were starting to tell me a story. I said, I got to get this on video because you were out in the sticks. Do they call it the bush in New Zealand?
Yeah, in the
okay,
bush.
out in the bush. And everyone else played in the city, and they were how far away?
3.5 hours.
All right, so how did you wind up playing disc golf where you were?
Hitchhiking. But yeah, no, I met two American guys, Jim Parks, Tim Bratton. They were just cruising around, traveling.
Right?
And my dad's a sports coach, and he saw them playing freestyle one day. And went, my son would love that. Because we all played frisbee then. You know, my dad even. Invited these guys home, and they introduced me to golf and freestyle and everything else. And off I went from there.
And you were saying you used to wake up in the morning, you would hitchhike to town to play frisbee golf,
Yep.
and then you would hitchhike home,
Yeah.
and then hitchhike the next day.
Oh no, I'd stay in the city at
Oh.
one of those places and skateboard like 12 miles
Okay.
across town, go and play disc all day or frisbee all day.
So this is the part that was interesting because and you can hear this a lot from people our age. Can we say our age?
Yeah,
We're close enough.
absolutely.
About our age, about how when we were younger, like, you just did stuff.
Totally.
Like, like, I mean, believe this is hitchhiking wasn't even like, and like until the media got a hold of it, and like there was like 3 bad examples out of like 50 million good ones.
Yeah.
You know, like hitchhiking was something you did. People, they're just people. They picked you up and they took you places.
Yeah, yeah.
Do they still hitchhike in New Zealand?
Yeah.
They do still down there.
Yeah.
That's because nothing in New Zealand will kill you.
No.
The culture, I thought maybe the culture would be a little bit more like that still down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when I was a kid, we used to wake up in the morning, get on our bikes. This is like when we were like 7 years old. You'd get on your bikes and you would leave, and your parents would say, "Be back before the street lights came on," and then you disappeared into the ether. You had no cell phones, no, you were just expected to like deal with problems that came up,
Yeah.
and then don't tell your parents
Yeah, yeah.
how you dealt with them.
Some of them you didn't know.
No, that's how you learned. You would come home and like if you how about let me ask you a question about back then. If you came home with a black eye, was the first question, what did you do?
Yeah. Well, how did you get that?
Yeah, how did you get that? It wasn't like you were fighting, it was like, well, you probably did something stupid, dummy.
Yeah. Fell out of a tree again.
Again, fell out of a tree. So you were playing frisbee back then. Were there tournaments in New Zealand?
Not until the 80s, really.
Okay, so it was just recreational.
Yeah.
And were you part of the IFA?
Not at once the boys started running tournaments, I joined it, and yeah, I became part of the New Zealand disc scene for quite a while, and became family and things faded
Yeah.
out. But
Well, you came to the U.S. in 81,
81, I think it was.
81 for the World.
Champs, well, flying disc champs it was called, but it was everything. It was freestyle and ultimate, distance,
Yeah,
throw, run, and crouch,
yeah.
maximum time of life, all of that.
Tom Schott ran that one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It was funny. He mentioned some tournament, not really obscure tournament from 1981, and I was telling him about like, oh, I know who won and who got second place, and I very much try to be a historian. So what was it like when you came to the U.S. for the first time? Were you like, holy cow, these guys are good, or were you like, hey, they're not that much better than us. We just need to work on a few skills.
Yeah, no, it was like, holy cow, these guys are good. Thinking I can get this good too. But all of this were better.
Oh, so you didn't have the Whammo discs.
No.
So you came super pros.
Yeah, there was a guy making this in New Zealand. So we had like sort of about the size of a fastback. Well, I don't know if anyone knows what a
Right,
fastback anymore.
your traditional dog frisbee.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they still an Ultra Star. as a putter.
He was making them in New Zealand?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't even aware. What were they called?
Disc, in them days, it was disc sport. Disc.
Yeah, okay, so I'm learning something every day. I wasn't even.
I'll send you a couple. I've still got some, mate.
I got no place to put them. I live out of a backpack.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
So, I'll take a rain check on it though.
Yeah,
So you came to the U.S. in '83,
81.
or sorry, '81, and you played until you made that terrible decision to get responsible with your life.
Have family and job, yeah.
What were you thinking? You could have been hitchhiking and living on a beach forever. But I understand. I did it too. Something about it calls us.
Yeah, absolutely.
But now you're back playing again. What do you think about where the sport is now? Do you watch it on YouTube, like to see where it's going in U.S. and Europe?
Yep.
Are you mind blown by where it is?
Watching some of the kids here today, or this week, this tournament.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
By kids, he means the open division.
Yeah.
At the 20-somethings, those 27-year-old children.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, so the level of play is just, it's unreal, right?
Oh, it is. It is. It amazes me. I'm watching women drive through the night game, and it's like, okay, well,
Which, by the way,
I'm this old.
you're allowed to say that if you grew up in the 70s. So save your comments to yourself. you cross that invisible line where you can say that a girl beat me, and it's okay. Like if you're like 25, and you like point out that a girl beat you, like, oh my God, like you'll have to go live in a cave somewhere.
Yeah.
We can get away with it.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, oh, my son, they would breed well.
They would breed well. They would
Similar
breed,
age.
they would breed well. Wow, she throws really far. I bet she would breed well with my child. Oh, that is perfect. I think we're gonna end it on that. That is a great ending. This is why, y'all, if you get a chance to talk to anybody that was in the sport back in the 70s, in the early days, please take advantage of the time. Just take them out. Hey, I'll take you out to buy you dinner, or I'll take you out to the pub and buy you a beer. Is it beer down here? They call it beer? Okay, but it's a pub.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's out to the pub and a beer. And take advantage. Just take an hour out of your day, spend $20 buying one of the old timers dinner, and just ask them about what it was like back then, because it's a different world. It was such a beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
It's a beautiful world. Like the sport's great now, but I mean there were things about the sport back then that were amazing.
Wow. The fact that it was just so unknown. You could go in the park and play anywhere you want, and there was no grief. Absolutely none at all.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword, right? Because like one of the things people used to love about the sport is that you can go out there and have the entire park to yourself to play around at frisbee golf. And now what they love about the sport is that so many people play, but the days of shooting around by yourself, at least in the U.S., have almost gone. I mean, at least on a good course.
Yep.
8 o'clock in the morning, there's 3 groups on hole 1.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And that's
But that's what we wanted.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But you can still be nostalgic for the old days.
Absolutely.
It's one of the there's only like 3 benefits to getting old, and one of them is you could think it was better back in our day.
Yeah. Or the older I get, the better I was.
Right. Hey, thank you so much. I can't wait to air this, everybody, to show everybody what a New Zealand disc golfer in 1976 looks like. Just like that. By the way, he asked me if he should leave the hat on. Yes, of course. Thanks, man. Love it.
Cool, thank you.
See you guys.